you understand, who are organizing for violence against dark-skinned people, who are buying guns in 2021 in unprecedented numbers. Um, at one point, Cornel West has said that there's 1,500 groups, militia groups, various sizes, right this minute, that are going out in the woods, training, military training to kill dark-skinned people. So this is a reality that we need to be very, very, very conscious of, and being conscious of this reality, you understand, will give us a true perspective and a true meaning of our political prisoners, people, brothers and sisters who stood up for self-defense of the Black nation. You understand, in the face of the greatest terror that has ever existed on the face of this earth, centuries of terror. These are brothers and sisters who stood up for us out of love. So we need to have a very, very powerful meaning in connection with our political prisoners and prisoners of war. Like I was saying, this series that is available right now online, you can look it up. Like I said, it's called Sounds Like Hate. It talks about groups like the Base. It talks about groups like Hitler Youth. You understand? There's people that are studying Hitler's ideology. Like we throw up the Black Power salute, the Black Fist. They throw up Sieg Heil. You understand? That's their slogan. And they are about wiping you out, brothers and sisters. That's what's being planned right now, and it's been violent acts. Over the past couple of decades, there's been hundreds of violent acts. For example, Charlottesville. You understand? That riot in Charlottesville, where several people were killed. In Charlotte, North Carolina, 6 people killed in the church. And there's been other violent acts around the USA. And they're planning more violent acts. There's these. They use euphemisms like white nationalism. But really what they're talking about is white supremacy, white privilege, white people having the ability to do what they want to do, to carry out all kind of crimes. You understand? And like I say, the strategy, the program is about violence. So it's behooves us to be hip to what's going on, and to organize. And part of that organizing, part of that consciousness is to give a great appreciation for our political prisoners and prisoners of war. People of the world, recognize and support and respect their political prisoners, and we got to do the same thing, because they are very, very critical in a time like this, when the strategy is terror. We need those who can stand up and instill, fearlessness in the masses. You understand? Our political prisoners, our prisoners of war, are the type of people, you understand, who can give us that feeling of being invincible. You understand? Absolutely. That nothing can defeat us. And we need that today, because stuff is coming down on us, brothers and sisters. This is the reality. So we say free them all.
Free them all.
Black Power, that's the call. We must be on the march to free our political prisoners.
Absolutely. And it's a very important book. It's a Lumbe Graph, Selected Writings and Essays, edited by her boy. On page 292 to 293, Lumbe Graph writes, "But while we are in the process of remembering points of history which reflect the continuous impact of the phenomena of betrayal, we must also remind us of how much treachery and covert action has played in destabilizing and setting back the development of the Black liberation movement in the United States. In this regard, we must remind all of those who can appreciate the role of such nefarious factors to the international struggle of the African and people of color throughout the world, including expressing sympathy for the assassinations and show our solidarity for the plight of prisoners of war and other political prisoners. We must dramatize that interest in the political prisoners and POWs, that's prisoners of war, who are locked down in the so-called correctional facilities in the United States. Then and only then can we be on the same page as other revolutionaries. We say that we in solidarity with around the world because of the solidarity shown by people around the world, especially the role of Africans in the United States. An activist such as Nelson Mandela was eventually able to be released from prison to become the leader of his nation. What will be your commitment to the activists incarcerated in the United States dungeons? What will be their fate? Will it follow the historical script of Mandela, or will they be allowed to die while in detention like Lumumba, Okito, Mapolo, Steve Biko, and many others? And I think that this is very important because we need to do some self-reflection on what our actions are when it comes to political prisoners. As he mentioned, Steve Biko was detained, and in his being detained, he died. And he was a young man. He had a conscious black movement. It raised the consciousness of brothers and sisters who were oppressed. And people like him didn't get the opportunity to be on the same stage as a Mandela. So we have to understand that if we don't do anything, if we don't fight strong enough, people like Sundiata Accola, Mutulu Shakur, Jamil Al Amin, they won't come home, right? They'll die incarcerated. As we said before, and we're going to say again continuously, Sundiata says it's not up to the state to free political prisoners. It's up to the people to free political prisoners. Recently, if you have been in Queensbridge, you'll notice in the lobby of Queensbridge projects, there's an open letter from our good brother Sundiata Acoli, and he addresses the community of Queensbridge, and I like to read that to the people. He says, "To my brothers and sisters of Queensbridge, my name is Sundiata Acoli. I'm a political prisoner. I have been incarcerated since 1973. I was born January 14th, 1937, and will be 85 years old next month. Like you, I have a family that I miss dearly, and they miss me just as much. I am writing because I need your help. Despite being incarcerated for over 47 years straight and having an excellent disciplinary record, those in power will not release me. The only way I will see my family is by your support. You can help by going to www.sundiataacolifc.org and signing his petition. Or if you have any ideas that the website is not addressing, then please write me at Sundiata Acoli. It is 39794-066. And for references, he's put Squire, Squire, and that's FCI, Cumberland Federal Correctional Institution, P.O. Box 1000, Cumberland, Maryland 21501-1000. He says, "Thank you very much, Sundiata Acoli." So this brother wrote me back. I told him that he should write an open letter to the community of Queensbridge. The community is very strong. Me and my brother Abdul Haqq Islam have been out there for over about a year with Transform America, and we built up a relationship. And we share that with the viewers because we want you to share this um, episode. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't, and stay in contact with us. Let me give you the contact information of Northeast Political Prisoners. It's Northeast Political Prisoner Coalition.wordpress.com, P.O. Box 380122, Brooklyn, New York 11238. Follow us at Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I think everything has pretty much been um, put to the point. We apologize once again for the technical errors, but we have to be consistent with this work. We have to get the idea out there to the viewers, and we ask that you share this video with at least 10 people. You can also contribute to this cause by cash apping me at Sefu Senkofa. So that's $ Sefu Senkofa, Sefu SANKOFA. Your contribution will be part of the work. We're gonna get some more stickers. We're gonna get some stickers, put them in the various communities, and also produce some more letters that can be put in various communities. Well, this letter from Sunyata is going targeted at Queensbridge. Um, that's about it for this episode. You got anything else before you
I thought you were
close
gonna
out?
show the video on.
That was some technical
Pico.
difficulties.
Oh, that
That's
was a
what I was
technical.
reading.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're sorry. Yeah, we had a little video on Pico. You know, but anyway, you can look him up online and get some more information. He was a South African activist, who was in prison, targeted and in prison. And one thing that the video showed, that there was questions, some controversy over his cause of death, and they say that he died of hunger, but there's always the possibility that the pigs killed him while he's in there, So, like I say, the essence of this episode is to say that terrorism from the right wing, the white supremacists, is on the rise. So, and this has to give us enhanced meaning of our political prisoners, those who stood up for self-defense. The flip side of terrorism is self-defense. So we got to value our political prisoners and prisoners of war and give them and give them respect, give them support. One aspect of those who went to D.C. last January 6th, one of the things that they're doing nowadays is that they are going around to various school districts and trying to take over to make sure that the youth do not get a true perspective of history, of what happened to us. So it is very, very important that we give that we supply that independent education that arms us with the truth of history of who these folks are. These white supremacists, these terrorists. One thing, a part of their strategy right now is to give you a false education so you won't know that they white supremacists and terrorists and criminals. You understand? So we're saying that do not allow them to try to criminalize our freedom fighters. You understand? We say, what is it called? Free them all. What's it called? Free them all. Free them all.
I was saying it was some. You post. You post. This is what we have. So we got 4 views. See, I wasn't able to.
We'll get more. How many minutes was it all together?
It was about 19 minutes.
19? All right.
It said 19 minutes and 36 seconds, but okay. I don't know why. And it said something was low on this. And I don't know why.
What, the volume of speeches?
Nah, it was some, it said APS. I don't even know what that is.
Whatever that is. We can look it up, APS. What that is. Lower, you see APS?
Yeah, so I don't know what came out. And then on the other thing with the YouTube, they ain't look like it came out.
What?
It was just a bad day for our
Technology.
business.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see what the people have. But it's always best to put something up.
You say APS?
Yeah.
APS. Mm. There's apps. I don't know if I look up APS, it's gonna say you get a definition of apps probably. What is APS?
It came out bad. I think he's trying to do another one, man. You up to it, man?
All right. APS, anti-phospholipid syndrome, can cause blood clots to form within the arteries. Oh boy.
Let me see something. Let's try it. See, even this is going crazy on me.